good.
Yeah, I mean, they went ahead. Infused obviously just had a very difficult game, but I don't know if I think it's better to have just had a very difficult game than to have sat out and waited. I think it's always better just to keep you focused and so on. So we'll see how it goes. Infused playing on the harder side here. As the Chinese, I'm interested to see if they're going to try something different here because their standard approach to getting in that B flag has not always gone that well for them.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it has not always gone well for a lot of these teams out here, and we are going to be seeing Infused right now onto that Chinese side. Once again, they just got done playing this map, so it's going to be fresh in their mind. They're going to be used to it. They're going to be feeling it out, and we are going to be seeing a three-man push coming in onto Bravo flag. Looks like we are going to be seeing a two-man here for ESC, and we are going to be seeing first blood going over to nobody just quite yet. Lagzer will be back up onto that Bravo flag. Looks like he should be able to get the cap, and he does. Nice play there, and going to be playing a little bit loose here, but we'll be able to spot out one. No, Lagzer ends up going down. That's going to be the first kill of the match, and Zaylee there with that pickup. So definitely doing some good work there, trying to get some long-range shots with the FAMAS. Not quite going to be able to connect with them, but finally going to be getting onto that Bravo cap, and it's actually looking like a fairly decent start here.
Yeah, finally they had a good start, and they're still trying to get the capture. It's not complete yet, and there are people still in the connector. It could cause this some issue. And for Infused haven't really locked this flag down yet. I mean, they do have control of it, but just look at who's already broke through. Doobie once again going for that position that he made Infused pay for last time, and finally they know he's there, but this is not safe completely for Infused yet.
Oh, no, it's not safe, but it definitely, they are not going to be mad at an early lead right now, which is what they're getting. We do have a push coming up for Jansen, going to be coming up onto that Bravo cap, and he's looking very aggressive. We'll be able to start that bleed out, as well as Baden getting on here. And anybody from Infused actually in a position to take care of this. Doesn't look like it. We do see that Magnum getting pulled out. Is Revo going to try and make that shot? We'll be able to pick up Doobie. Nice play there as he does end up going down. But is the transition there from Charlie? No, not successful, as two of those players do end up going down. And now Jansen, oh, Revo finally connecting with that Magnum as Jansen does end up going down. And now Lagzer is going to be on that upper side. But with that FAMAS, so not going to be able to do a whole lot of damage, but at least he can provide some spawns and some information for his teammates.
Yeah, and you can see Infused are really struggling to get themselves back onto that B flag because of ESC's positioning. Lags are up on the far side there, and you got Baden holding down the buildings. Finally, Infused decide to make a play for it, but they need to be careful here. They are surrounded on both sides, and with Hadouken going down here, Baden cleans up on B, and this is looking dangerous for Infused right now.
Lagzer right there is probably kicking himself in the butt. He had a FAMAS, comes around the corner, picks up a recon kit, and gets completely blasted by Revo. So either he knew that was a recon kit and thought he was going to do something cheeky, or he didn't know what it was and picked it up and went, what the hell was that? So right now we are going to be seeing Hadouken's coming back around here onto long A. Looks like he's going to be fairly uncontested, but Doobie actually jumping out right above him. And both of those players missing each other, and Doobie should be able to clean this up. He does. We'll be able to get onto that stairs, and that is going to be B flag staying into their possession. Nice play. Hadouken's, though, coming back around the corner and not going to be successful there. He ends up going down. Revo is going to be back up. We'll be able to spot out one. That's Lagzer as he takes one. Spots out one more up onto upper side. He's going to be in a really weird situation here. Not really able to do anything at all. Does end up going down by Jansen. And now we are going to be seeing that lead a little bit more established here by ESC.
Yeah, and this is where it gets dangerous in my opinion. ESC are very, very good on the defensive, and Infused really have not been that impressive as the attacker. I mean, when Infused get a two-flag hold, they seem to do remarkably well, even in situations where they shouldn't, but ESC are much better at defending, and they are much better at rotating to flags when the pressure on one flag is overwhelming.
Yeah, absolutely. Jansen gets taken out there. Not going to be surviving. Baden, though, shifting all the way back around here to that alpha flag, and he is going to be able to get the gray out here, potentially the cap, and this is a huge deal here. Wins out on that gunfight, turns around, not going to be able to get any more kills off of that, but he is delaying any kind of push anywhere else on the map. Now, we do see a two-man push now shaping up here onto C flag. That is not going to be going into their favor. We still have Lagzer sitting up on top of upper side, so they have a chance to, at the very least, get a couple of picks as they retreat back out of that Charlie flag. And by no means are they in a bad position here.
They're not, but they're not in a great position either. I mean, Infused like to go for these kind of like ACs a lot of the time. They know that they can just hold a two-man defense on them. But what this is all about is eventually getting that control of B. And you know what, Infused here, they needed to get rid of Explo. Explo's the key here. They can get rid of him, they can take B and hold A. But without him being killed, it pretty much just gives a free spawn to ESC right in the center of the map. And this is going to hurt Infused if they don't sort this out soon.
As Zaylee is going to be getting up into stairs. He spots out one, and he's going to be getting a couple of nade spams in there. Looks like he was taken down. Lags are going to be following it back up. Spots out Zaylee, going to be able to take him down easily as he was retreating back out of those stairs. And right now, it's going to go back into the 2-flag bleed here for Infused, but they have, I would say, the harder side to have to deal with this. Explo will be getting down here onto stairs, gets the gray out as well, spots out one, and should be an easy pickup there, but misses all of his shots, and you really just cannot be missing those shots, but finishes it up finally with that RGO, and we're just seeing his Bravo flag just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
And that's the way this game is usually played. That D flag is always a difficult one to hold on to, unless you can get a good firm control of the upper balcony with a player far forward, and right now, only Infused has that, but for how long? Because in ESC have a way of just worming their way around the back and capturing flags, and Infused don't have that many answers for it.
Oh, but Hadokens, that's the answer right there. Going to be coming straight in through Skybridge, takes down 2 players. That's going to open up that potential A push in just a second, but also taking down Explo. So Hadokens here just on a rampage, and that's going to be a 4-man wipe there. We do see some players spawning back in, going to be able to get that Charlie cap, but this right here is really the chance that Infused needs. We are going to be seeing Revo sitting up there on top of upper side. He's going to have beautiful shots, potential shots there onto lobby, but Doobie coming in. Can he be successful? He is not. Gets taken down. Jansen will be back up as he's going to be sitting over here next to Skybridge. Can we see Hadokens finishing that back up? Back rage potential here for Alpha. That was taken care of. So Infused evened up that score, and now we're seeing actually taking this to the lead here.
Yeah, they're doing a really good job here, and finally waking up. I mean, that seems to be a constant thing we seem to have with Infused. They just seem to take a while to actually wake up to the fact that they can do this, and finally they're getting some sort of control here. But they need to be very careful that they don't let ESC break through, and that's where they've been having trouble, is late in the last games, White Rose always got through to A, and with disastrous consequences. But right now, Infused are holding this B, A, and they're doing it very, very well.
And look at Revo right here, going to be able to pick up one with those RGOs. Explo not too happy about that, as we will be seeing them taking control of that upper side, and only one player left back up. That's going to be Doobie here within lobby area. And I mean, honestly, Infused has just done an amazing stop, but finally Hadokens getting taken down with that FAMAS, and that's going to open up that alpha push as we see him just pouring in. Look at this. Baden going to try and come in, but no, the stop from Phantom too strong. It's going to be 2 picks here for Phantom, as Infused really just doing a great job on this hold, and we are going to be seeing Hadokens once again pushing back up here onto Skybridge, basically taking up his position. And ESC, where do they push in from here? What can they do differently to break this Infused team?
A good spawn, but more importantly, a good solid breakthrough. And you can see ESC are going to go the long way round to A now, going down through the under tunnel. And Bambi doesn't have a clue that they're there. He probably thinks something's up because he hasn't seen anything going on. But yeah, you can see that slow push coming. There the nades, giving away the attack is coming. And there you go, smart play from Bambi there, making a bit of a run back, but unfortunately gets picked off. This is a big push from ESC on A.
Yeah, Phantom, the only one left back up for Infused. He doesn't get taken down. Hadoken's now going to be coming back onto long A. Can he stop this push? He will be able to pick up one, but so low on health, only managing to survive by 1 HP. And now Hadoken's going to be very, very in trouble here of getting taken down. Only 57 health left as he does end up getting the res on his buddy. Comes back in. Nice play! And they did secure that alpha flag. That was a beautiful play here from Infused, but can they hold on to Charlie? I think that they don't even have to at this moment, even though Revo is just beasting it right now. Going to be able to pick up one. Can he get the second one here? If he does, that is pretty much the nail in the coffin. 6 tickets left for ESC, and we might be seeing Infused taking a fairly decent lead here in round number 1.
Yeah, they need to be very careful here, but they are doing a very good job there you go. The bleed, I think, is going to be enough to do it here, but it is still a chance that ESC can steal this flag. It's all about this. Spawns can't really come in. Infused just got wiped there, and this is the comeback that ESC need. But look at that spawn right on top of the C flag, and that might have just saved Infused's bacon there.
Absolutely. We are going to be seeing that Charlie flag start to get capped over. But oh, look at Baden right there with the two-piece! Stops the Charlie cap, or at least slows it down enough to where they can get onto that A flag. And he's just going crazy right there. Baden with a huge pickup. And we are going to be seeing that lead just slowly but surely getting whittled down to almost nothing. Revo going to try and push up back to Bravo flag. That now was once a 50-ticket lead is now only about a 40, potentially getting down even further than that. Bambi now going to be pushing up onto Alpha flag. We do have A and B flag both going to be getting contested right now, as I do believe they should be able to clutch it here, as we are going to be seeing Hadouken's cleaning it up, and there you have it, 34 tickets, which is it's not bad. I mean, 34, but still, you would have liked to add that 55-ticket lead.
Yeah, a big round number like 50 is generally a lot prettier on the scoreboard than, say, 34, but still, there you go. Infused have woke up, and they're doing well now, and finally, you know, there's Hadouken. Remember we were saying he's not been having a good game? There you go, 18 for 8. Finally getting himself on the board. 2 important kills on that connector as well. And, you know, it's a back and forth one, but right now Infused finally have woke up. But they will be playing on the harder side, easier side, sorry. So this will be an interesting one for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you guys are wondering right now, I'm seeing in chat why ESC has won for their team right now. It's because they did go through the winner's bracket, which means they automatically get 1 game up onto Infused. And they will basically, all they have to do is just win 2 more games, and they will clutch the win. But Infused, looking pretty strong here, might be able to take map number 1 away from them.
Yeah, and they have to win this. Just to get a good start going, get the confidence going, they need to win this map so big. They can lose this one and obviously win the rest, but it's just as the mental thing here, they need to wash away that 2-0 loss they had previously today, and they need to win this one just for their peace of mind, and maybe, possibly, break ESC. And you know, at the end of that game there, you could see ESC was starting to get a bit angry. You could see a bit of in-game chat. I don't know if you've got it open for everyone to see, but, you know, their tempers were getting flared there, and, you know, that can only help Infuse at this point.
Oh, absolutely. And that's something we were talking about a little bit earlier, is the psychological effect of some of these things that are happening, you know, how it affects the team, not only the individual player, but the communication, because, you know, players start, you know, speaking out of turn. They start muddying up comms. They may just go quiet. A lot of players, when they get angry, they just go quiet and they stop talking. And that right there is the breakdown of a team. And you don't ever want to have that happen. But here we go, going to start the second map. And we'll be seeing first blood here from either of these teams. Not just quite yet, as that Bravo flag going to be going over for Infused right now, as Hadouken going to be able to clutch out 1 more kill. Can he make it a second one? We do have ESC Doobie back behind that Bravo flag. We'll be able to spot out 1. Not quite finishing it out. There you go. Zaylee ended up getting taken out. But look at the very, very quick push on Charlie flag.
Yeah, and then Baden slow pushed that flag, and Infused really just let that one go, and they're going to suffer for this right now, especially if they end up losing our B. They need to be ultra careful, and they need to decide if they want to go for C or if they want to double back and go for A. Look at that spawn from Hadouken. That is what the doctor ordered for Infused, as they're going to get the A, and they've wiped out the enemy at B. Everything just went Infused's way.
Yeah, absolutely, and Revo going to be able to take down Expo, so that right there is going to basically even up the fights over here onto lobby. Hadouken's now going to be a 1-on-2 situation. Can he take it down here within Skybridge? And it looks like he's heading that way. Will be able to catch 1 out from behind. Nice play there. Catches both of them out. Beautiful play there as he takes down Jansen and Explo. And that is a huge loss. Huge loss here for ESC, as they're going to be caught up here into lobby with really not a whole lot of places left to go. We do have Zaylee going to be trying to go back and forth up here onto upper side. They have a 2-man push here onto upper side. Actually a 3-man here for Infused on upper side. XPLO coming back in. Nice hit fire spray. We'll be able to take down Hadouken's. That's going to be a huge victory. And they could catch Infused way out of position, but oh my god. Look at that spawn from Bambi. Right on the A flag. Like, you could not ask for better spawns here, Doc.
No, not at all. But right now, Infused need to be worried about this push that's coming out near A. Once again, a lot of pressure on that A flag. It seems to be the go-to for ESC whenever they need to pressure it. And there you go. Bambi goes down along with Hadouken. That opens up that flag capture. And Infused needs to decide now. Do they go back and defend A, or do they make a push onto C? Either way, very opportune rock in a hard place right now.
Absolutely, and right now it looks like they are going to be pushing that Charlie flag, but with reinforcements here for ESC, it looks like it's going to be very, very hard. We have Expo going to be able to take down one. He ends up getting taken out. Baden going to be the last player here for ESC, but he's going to be able to do a little bit of damage before he leaves out. Lagzer is also going to be spawning in, so they're actually committing a lot here to this Charlie flag to try and get it back from ESC. Instead of pushing down on that Bravo flag, which we've seen happen for majority of the teams, they, hey, we'll leave one guy back onto Charlie. We'll try and get that Bravo cap, but right now it looks like they're going to be able to secure it. 125 to 101 in favor of Infused right now, and Infused does have the lead by about 30 tickets, but it's not a super huge lead, and it's definitely easy for ESC to come back.
But at the same time, they just, I honestly feel that they just have a bit of a morale boost right now, and they just need a close game. They don't need anything crazy right now, and that's what they're going for. They are losing out of B, but you can see they have some pressure on that A flag as well. They just need to be careful and move quick. There's that pick on Baden. That opens up A completely. Yeah,
we do have Zaylee pushing back in onto that Alpha flag. Jansen has to back up. He's fairly low on health here as he keeps getting pings left and right. That means that Alpha flag will be going into their possession. Let's see if Jansen here can hold on to this push, as we will be seeing at least maybe 1 to 2 players from Infused coming in here. Actually, very slow push from Infused. A cross-map shot's going to be coming in. Jansen a little bit low on health. Still a little bit low on health. And there you go. Hadouken's coming around the corner. That was just really good team play right there and communication going back and forth.
Yeah, and it's definitely within the realm of possibility that ESC can win this map. They just need to, keep this bleed going and just not get a bit crazy. And I think that's kind of what they did in the previous one. They got a bit too confident, and they need to just be smart and get these kills on Infused, because Infused a lot of the time are completely out of cover and just running forward.
And Phantom right there with a nice two-piece, going to be able to take down Lagzer right out into the open. Lagzer didn't even realize what was going on. Jansen, though, getting taken out onto Alpha Flag. Bambi, can he hold on? It's going to be a one-on-one situation now. Can he go clutch? This is the moment that he has to, as really he needs to take him down, not just because he's there, but also because of the potential spawns that could be coming out onto this Alpha Flag. But a 2-on-2 now, shaping up over here onto Charlie Flag. Jansen trying to stay alive, not going to be able to do so. Hadouken ends up going down as trying to get that last player, but finally Zaylee will be able to do that, and we are going to be seeing a triple cap potentially here for Infused.
Yeah, and Hadouken did so much damage over that C flag. He eventually went down, but he killed 3 people in the process and captured that flag almost single-handedly and gave Infused enough room there in the score, let alone on the map. So right now this is looking really good for Infused. They just got to play smart here and focus on this B flag, because that's where the pressure is going to come.
Yeah, absolutely. Doobie will be back up. He hears some movement happening over here by Skybridge, and it looks like he will be able to get those spawns coming off. B flag will be getting flashed now. Tom trying to get this last player onto stairs. Not going to be able to do so. Explo just doing a great job coming in the lobby, cleaning that up. Can he make a second one here onto upper side? If they clean up upper side, this is going to be a big deal. And it looks like that Alpha flag now going to be going back here in favor of Infused. They are going to be going for that double gimme situation, but Jansen going to be coming in. We'll be able to pick up one, and the 2-man push coming in from behind. I don't think they're going to be able to hold on. Oh, narrowly there. We are going to be seeing Bambi staying alive, but can he do it? It's going to be a 1-on-2 situation, and it's going to be all up to him. No, ends up going down. Doobie with the pickup, and we will be seeing that Alpha Bravo setup here for ESC.
Yeah, this is probably the last chance for ESC here. They really need to focus getting this 2-flag bleed, or at least maybe go for a trip cap here. But if they lose out at A or B, they are pretty much going to be out of this one here, and Infused is stacking up outside of A.
Yeah, they are looking pretty darn good right now. Going to be able to take down Doobie, no problem. Baden going to be trying to shift back over here towards this Alpha side of the map, as well as Explo. Explo spots out one, not going to be connecting with those shots just quite yet. Sees one sitting in onto the B cap, as he will be getting some nades in there, not quite connecting. But look at this, a 4-man push coming in for ESC, as they definitely want this Alpha cap and finally cleaning it up. But with 44 tickets left to go, and all 3 flags are going to be flashing, Infused going to be able to cap that Bravo flag. I don't think they're going to be able to hold on here. Remember, it's like 35 tickets left, and we will be seeing map number 1 going over towards Infused.
Yeah, definitely, and I think that is going to be it. So yeah, ESC already calling for the next map, so it's 1-1 already, and Infused rising to the occasion here, and you know, they can do it. They can do this.
Yeah, absolutely. They're definitely looking strong on this map. Now, it was their map choice, so we have that to talk about, and we're going to be seeing them on Goldman Railway, and we saw ESC doing a really good job on Goldman Railway twice. They were able to really control the flow of the map, and I mean, really, you know, Infused, they did have a couple of potential comebacks on Goldman, but at the end of the day, ESC just controlled that very, very well. And, you know, this could be like one of those warm-up maps for ESC.
Yeah, definitely, and they definitely had a bit of a harder game there than they probably hoped, but yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So
sometimes it's best to get a little bit lost, get yourself grounded, and get yourself warmed up a bit, and they definitely had that. Sorry, I just sneezed, so that's why I kind of stopped like right in the middle of that. I love this weather. It's so good.
hey, if you love your weather, you should come back to me. It's like pollen everywhere. I go out every morning, and my truck is coated with a lime green color because of all the pollen.
Wow, America, you crazy.
Crazy. Oh, it's just another place, dog. It's not crazy.
It's got like crazy wind that like flies about and kills you. That doesn't happen over here. We just have like some high wind and maybe a slate will fall off your roof, but
Oh my
it doesn't
God.
become like a killing machine that like chases you down the street.
I'm gonna tell you what, though, man. There's a town about, probably about 40 miles away from me, and they got destroyed, leveled. I mean, it looks like a war zone happened.
Like Common Railway after a 10-minute game.
Exactly. That's exactly what it looks like. It is brutal. It was kind of scary. I had to drive through there to go to another town. But, man, it was just like, what the heck? And it was only, like I said, 30 miles from the house. So, yeah, there's some times where it's a little bit scary. But you know what? It only happens like 3 months out of the year. So, we're good.
Oh, only like a few times a year does it try and kill me. Yeah.
Oh,
I gotta love the UK. Nothing kills us over here, except from boredom maybe and our bad food. But you know,
drinking too much.
Yeah, that's something we got from the Irish, and we continued the tradition the only way we know how to drink more than the Irish.
More and more and more. Oh, and when you think you had enough, have another glass. All right, so we are going to be back on Goldmud Railway. It is all tied up 1-1 in the map score. It's going to be Infused versus ESC Icy Box. Guys, I hope you're enjoying it so far. This is the ESL1 GO4BF groups. The winner of this particular match will be going out into the offline finals in Germany, so awesome stuff there. And yeah, we are here. This is Dogbert who has joined me. I'm BrettFX, and we have definitely enjoyed casting here. I hope you enjoyed the content. If you have enjoyed it, you can hit that follow button down below. We'll cast quite consistently. I'll be casting just about every Sunday for ESL. So if you like these teams, you want to see more of them, we'll be tuning in every Sunday and checking that out. So right now we are going to be seeing Infused on the Russian side. And they're going to be going really quick for that little spawn hopping there, getting that Charlie flag. That's going to allow them to basically push wherever they want to go. They can go a two-man into dorms. They can go 3 down into Bravo. And it looks like we are going to be seeing at least 2 going into dorms. Hadoken's going to be the first one really playing aggressive here, trying to find out those last players. But look at ESC, a 4-man push up into dorms. And they really got to make this count because Infused is already threatening over there onto Alpha.
Yeah, but look again, Lax is already on that C flag, doing what he did last time. A long push on, something Infused obviously he's not learned about, and once again gets that capture on C without anyone coming to stop him. Hadouken finally turns up and gets a kill on them and gets a flag capture, but they didn't need to give that one away at all, and you know, they're pushing A, and there's a possibility of a trip cap here, but they need to move quickly.
Yeah, Bambi is going to be back up right into connector, and he's looking for this last... Oh, look at those rockets coming into play. This is something that is fairly common here on Gomon Railway, as Bambi will be able to spot out one into that Alpha house. It's going to be wide open. We have Revo going to be back up, but he's actually going to get a back raised here by X-Pillow, and no, not connecting with those shots, so Revo is still alive narrowly, as Zaylee will be back up just watching, and that is going to be an Alpha cap here for Infused. C will be going into the favor of ESC, but nobody here for Infused onto that Bravo side of the map, and that's going to leave that a little bit open. And now Hadoken's the only one back up, really in a position to try and hold on to B flag. Well, there is a contestant right now onto Charlie.
Yeah, definitely, but one, it didn't last very long, and very puzzling that Infused completely left that B flag open. They really should have had that defended, and it's costing them dearly in tickets right now. And you know, even with pressure here, it's still difficult to push defenders out of B until all the buildings get taken down, and Doobie just cleaning up there, and there you go. Infused pay for the mistake of leaving that B flag completely undefended.
Yes, they do. Infused getting a lot of spawns back here on the Charlie flag, but they're going to leave Alpha completely and wide open. And this is the setup that ESC wants. This is the Alpha Bravo is what they want to have on this particular map. So Hadoken's going to be back behind along with Zaylee. See if they can hold on here. Jansen will be back up. No, Jansen doesn't end up going down. And now Explo knows that, hey, I got to rotate back over here onto that Bravo flag. We'll be able to pick up Zaylee. Nice play there, as he is going to be back up here, putting on pressure onto that B flag. We also have a lot more rocket play going to be coming out as well. And Baden going to be able to spot out one, not going to be getting the kill, finishing it out for his teammate, so nice job there. But yeah, so we're seeing Infused actually being fairly even on this map compared to what we did see on the last match. I mean, we are seeing ESC still taking somewhat of a dominant lead, but not that early 2-cap and just brutal hold that we saw.
Yeah, but look at the map right now. Infused are stuck up at C, which is by far the worst place to be, and ESC are just locked in as A and B hold, and Infused really need to do something to break through it, but it's not an easy push at all. It's so difficult to break through it.
Yeah, we do have Baden back up. He's going to be throwing some rockets over there next to those dorms. We do have a push coming in for Revo, as he's going to be back in onto this Bravo side of the map. As the spot outs one, no, not going to be connecting with those shots. Oh, look at this. Jansen in the perfect position here to shut down this back range. We'll be able to pick up one, and the second one there, going ham, as he just completely shut down Infused. That was a beautiful play, and now Baden going to be looking for the squad wipe right now, and gets it.
Yeah, this is really dangerous right now. And Infused are just getting in the same position they were previously on this map. Just completely and utterly stuck at one flag and unable to break through. And it just shows how much ESC have been practicing on this map.
Yeah, it definitely does. Now, we do have Infused still stuck over here on the Charlie side of the map. Baden's going to be back up into dorms. And Hadoken's here, trying to figure out where he needs to push. I mean, every which way they go, they're going to be getting taken down. And with that building finally going to be crumbling, that's actually going to allow them a little bit of cover there on the ground. But Doobie in a perfect position to hold off any kind of a two-man push, which he does spot that out. At the very least, he is going to be given that information. There goes his cover, like you were saying before, Doc, as those rockets really coming into their own this late into the game. And Explo doing a great job, going to be able to pick up Bambi, but will he be able to stay up long enough here to get this second pick? We do have a push coming in onto that Bravo flag. Jansen trying to stay up. He ends up going down. So Infused making that play for Bravo, and they will be able to get the cap.
Yeah, and Infused need to do whatever they can to just bring this ticket lead down. You can see Phantom holding down that upper building above C, but they're not really able to stop that C push at all. They can harass it, but they can't finish it off. And ESC are just playing the flag game right now, and it's working very well.
It is. Doobie will be getting in onto that Bravo flag. We are going to be seeing them all down and wiped, and that's going to be a triple cap potentially. Hadoken's the only one, really the saving grace here for Infused, will be able to get onto Alpha as he stays alive. Phantom's still up, though. And what do you like this position here? I really don't. I really don't like this position.
No, I'm the same. I'm not a big fan of it. I know why it's there, but it's just, I really feel we need to be close to the flags. And right now, it's definitely not helping, as ESC are just overwhelming, outnumbering and outpositioning Infused at every turn. And having a player that far away really isn't contributing anything.
Yeah, absolutely. Dokens will be over here on the backside of Bravo. We do see, looks like Revo spawning in, trying to go for a potential A. No, they already have Alpha. I was about to say they're trying to go for an A push, but really just getting completely mopped up. Bambi will be back up now as he pushes down into that Bravo side. He's going to be getting on the C flag as opposed to trying to clean up onto Bravo, which is definitely the smart move to do. And now we are going to be seeing that C flag going into their favor, but a one-on-one going to be shaping up. Lags are coming out on top as he will be able to get the res, and is going to be able to get that flag cap here. So once again, Infused going to get stuck over onto that C side of the map, and with a 100 ticket lead, or a 70 ticket lead right now, 102, this is looking a little scary right now.
Yeah, definitely. The building they're on is collapsing, so Infused have to make a run from that one immediately. But yeah, I got a feeling they're kind of giving up on this map already. They're going to try their best to try and drop this ticket lead down, but I kind of don't see this happening at all, and Infused is getting bullied here.
Yeah, we are going to see Revo, though, with a nice couple of pickups. Can he make it a second one? He does. Beautiful play. That's going to open up Bravo flag just a bit. Doobie, the last player left back up. He does have the potential to get some spawns off on him, and as well as a couple of picks, we'll be able to take down Bambi. That was the only player actually getting that spawn there, or that flag cap. And now we are having time for Lagzer to spawn back in. Phantom is going to be going down, and Lagzer just doing what he does best, as well as Jansen going to be getting just complete wipes on Infused. And they are going to be going in for a triple cap once again.
Yeah, I don't really know what Infused can do at this point. They're just getting bullied around, and this is going to be the most substantial lead we're going to see out of any team today. And it doesn't seem to have that chance of Infused breaking through like they have previously. And yeah, this is just not looking good for them at all.
Yeah, right now this is just basically a systematic, dismantlement, like we said before, of Infused. I mean, they took them apart on this map and did not allow them to get back within this match. 91 tickets. 91 tickets to try and come back on Golmud Railway. And we saw that on the easy side, for the hard side for ESC. They had the disadvantage with the potential flag caps.
Yeah, nothing went well in that map at all. That was a complete and utter disaster for them. There's nothing much more else to say, really. It just all went wrong. Yeah,
absolutely. So right now we are going to be seeing a one round up here for ESC. It's going to be 91 tickets to beat. And, if you're in the position of Infused, do you even really rack your brain and try on this next round? Or do you just try and get it over with as fast as possible, go on to the next map?
I wouldn't be surprised if they just said move on to the next map, but I'm sure they'll play anyway. But, yeah, 91 tickets is difficult. Maybe they can do it, but I wouldn't bet any money on it. But miracles can happen.
Well,
but they just need to play very smart and get, trip caps non-stop and keep ESC bullied in the top right of the map.
I don't see it happen on this map. Lockers, maybe. Shanghai, maybe. Dawnbreaker, maybe. But not this map. I don't see it happening on this map. ESC has proven that they know this one forwards and backwards, and they're not going to lose on Golmud Railway.
Well, we both agree there. I think this is their best map, and they just seem to be, able to just dictate the pace very well. And, ESC are trying to just, show Infused, but, don't even bother trying to play this map against us. We just know it better than you guys.
Yeah, no doubt. And Shanghai will be the next map that pops back up, depending on whichever team wins out. And it looks like ESC is going to be doing the spawn op as well. Going to be able to clutch that Charlie flag off the break. And yeah, it's going to be up to the breakout here for Infused to really make the difference. They got to get a quick 2-cap. And that is not the way you started. That was going to be bad in there with the pickup on Phantom, but he does end up going down. Did they stop a push onto Charlie flag? Looks like Explo will be able to at least do a little bit of damage. No, Hadoken's going to be able to get onto C flag. So that's going to be a very early Charlie cap. But can they hold on to Bravo? Can they hold on to Alpha? As Revo will be back up with that Magnum. And spots out one, pushing back in. Nice play there. And that's going to allow them to hold on to that A flag and secure Charlie flag as well. So definitely not looking too bad here for Infused off the break. But then again, I mean, they have 91 tickets that they have to beat.
Yeah, it is difficult. They've got the bleed for the first time, but C flag is so volatile and just flicks so much. I don't know what to do at this point. They need to get the A and B and just hold it out, doing what they need to do, but it's just difficult to hold it. And they know how many tickets they're behind. And the only thing it can really help Infuse right now, one of them is not to get hit by a rocket launcher in the face, which is just what happened to Hadouken from Doobie there. They just need to hope ESC get really, really cocky.
Yeah, absolutely. They need to have ESC just basically, like you said, they need to start getting a little bit overconfident and allow Infuse to come back. And definitely, possibly get a trip cap going on. They need to get a couple of wipes as well. We are going to be seeing Doobie getting taken out, so Zaylee doing a great job there. Spots out one from behind. Hadouken with the call out there. But Lagzer, could he clutch it? It looks like he did get the kill there, so that means that Bravo Flag going to be going over into their favor. Revo trying to shift back out. He will be able to spot out one. And 119 to 137. They do have that lead, but I mean, it's a long road ahead of them if they want to be able to take this down. As we're seeing Revo just not really in a good position to move in. Finally goes down, and now Bambi will be back up as well. Spots out one into Bravo, will be able to take down Lagzer. But is it going to be enough? I don't think it is, as Jansen's still going to be back up using those rockets to very, very great effect. I mean, ESC has been just completely demolishing everything. Most of the time what we'll see is a team, blowing out the initial buildings that they want blown out, and then they put it away and pull out the paddles.
Yeah, and right now, ESC with that CB, they're just going to be able to dictate the pace of the game, really. They don't have to do anything particularly crazy. They've got such a substantial lead. They can just start coming out in drips and drabs, and, Infused, there's nothing they can do at this point. I would love to say they could, but this one's over.
Yeah, this one is definitely over. So, and I agree completely with you on this particular map, as 114 tickets to 104. Infuse is really just, they're just kind of playing for pride. I mean, you don't ever want to be known as the team that just kind of gives up early, but then again, at the same time, you kind of know when you're beat and when you're not beat. But yeah, so right now we are going to be seeing Infuse going down to 2-1 in favor of ESC. Next map will be Siege of Shanghai, so definitely going to be an interesting one there, guys. As make sure you guys share this out on Twitter. Make sure you share it on Facebook, as we are going to be having at least one more map, potentially two, coming up. So definitely share this out to each and every person that you know, and yeah, get this out there to everybody. We are going to be having the offline finals later this month. I believe it's going to be on the 24th when that gets started. You guys can tune in to twitch.tv/ESLBF4_TV. Definitely sub to that channel, and definitely be ready for some awesome content coming your way. 99 tickets to 93, and that is going to be it here, as Infused potentially losing out on Bravo Flag. Bambi is the last one left back up. Still staying alive, but finally goes down, and that is going to be a GG. Let's go to the next map.
Yeah, it's not very difficult to work out that was going to have to happen. So, yeah, shame Infused didn't show up on this map, and, what are you going to say, really? They tried their hardest at the beginning, but it just wasn't enough, and once again, they lost out a seat. Lagzer broke through and got that flag capture. He keeps doing it. That C flag is his, in my opinion. There's nothing you can do to stop him.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so we are going to be seeing Siege of Shanghai popping back up. Now, how do you feel ESC will react to Infused? Because we saw Infused playing very, very well on Dawnbreaker, and Dawnbreaker and Siege of Shanghai kind of go hand in hand. Do you think that ESC will be able to take this map off of Infused?
I think that Infused can take this one, but you got to remember they've got players like Doobie Lagzer and Baden who can really cause us some damage up front. I mean, Lagzer and Doobie are just like the Smash Brothers for ESC. They just cause so much damage up front, and Infused, they do have their counter to it, but ESC's rotations are generally really solid. Very little hesitation. straight to the point, and I think that's something we did see, which was a flaw in Infuse's play, which is they were kind of second guessing going towards some flags. They weren't just instantly going; they were waiting a bit too long, and they got paid for it sometimes.
Yeah, absolutely. So we are going to be waiting in. It looks like all the players are in actually, so we should be going live on this next match. But so yeah, guys, definitely let us know what you're thinking. You can tweet at ESL, just Battlefield ESL. You can also tweet at me if you want, at BrettFX, and at Dignitas Dogbert. Let us know if you're enjoying the content. If you are, thank you. Let us know. We have been casting here now for 5 hours and 15 minutes, and that has been quite the long time. This is about the same amount of time that we cast for Cups. So we've been here for quite a bit. Quite a bit. So I hope you are enjoying. I'm definitely having a good time here. Loving the matches so far. Been some really, really, really good matches so far.
Oh, dear.
So it seems like everybody's on the toilet. Oh man, you gotta love comp players when they get bored, right? Right?
Yep, you can't help it at times, can you?
I gotta say though, my favorite team to watch while we're waiting for the match to get started would be Dignitas.
They put on a show all the time, don't they?
They definitely put on the show. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. Back, when I was playing and we were waiting for the other team, I was pretty much like, I just kicked my feet up on my desk and kind of lean back and just chill out for a little bit. But those guys, they go hardcore, man. They get into it.
Yeah, definitely. They do like the EOD bots. That's their thing now. Before that, it used to be the party machine.
Yeah, the little
I
green
don't
light
even
thing.
know what it is.
I think it's supposed to like blow up grenades before they get close to you or something. I actually don't know what it does.
Anyway.
I don't know what it does.
Yeah.
I never use it.
It's there to make a party, and especially with people like Jerk, wherever he goes, there's a party. So,
there you go.
it's all good in his opinion.
There you go. So we are just waiting. Who are we waiting for actually right now?
We're waiting for apparently 3 people from ESC to come back from the same toilet, which they all went to at the same time.
Well, that's going to be weird. But anyways, so Dogbert, I want to know your opinion. What do you think about this the test servers coming out for Battlefield now?
I read about it. I haven't actually jumped on. I've heard some good things about the hit rate, though, which is to hear, but I haven't actually gone on myself. Have you?
I'm actually in it, but I have not played. I played a little bit before the changes went live on it, but I don't know. I'm a little bit skeptical of it because all of the maps that I've seen so far were on Conquest Large. And in my opinion, you can't test how gun-to-gun fights actually happen unless it's on something like Domination or TDM, where it's real close in. So yeah, I'm gonna try and get on sometime tonight, maybe tomorrow, and test it out, see how it feels. But apparently they've bumped it up from 10 to 30 tick rate.
Well, that's good.
Well,
I've heard some good things from some of the players, so I need to give it a look. Anything that improves hit rate is good in my books.
Yeah, no doubt. Oh, no doubt. Have you seen the new Battlefield Friends show?
I did actually. I've never actually watched any of their stuff until that one. It's my first one.
Oh my god, I love the very, very end when he gets shot behind the wall. Are you kidding me?
And that happens to every person who plays Battlefield.
Every person.
At
calm
some
down.
point, they're just like, how?
Yep, calm down, calm down. So right now we have the Tower of ESC as a Jansen is standing. Tower of Power.
Too sweet to be sour, funky like a monkey. Oh yeah! 10 points if you guess who that was. I killed the co-caster with that. I'm sorry, Brett.
stop laughing. Okay, so we. Oh my god! Okay, Jansen's gonna be back up. He's going to be able to take down one and a second one here onto that Alpha flag. And nice play here coming in for ESC as they will be able to finally get that 2-cap play. They are going to be able to get Alpha and Charlie flag. With Infused going to be stuck kind of up in the middle right now. We have XPLO sitting up into escalators. Gets taken down almost. We'll be able to spawn out one trying to come up, but Jansen coming in from the backside might be able to take both of them down, and he will. So nice play there from Jansen, and now C-Flag is going to be flashing as well. So definitely some good plays coming in, but with that C-Flag going over into the favor of Infused, XPLO going to have a little bit of trouble here. He's up top, so he's not really going to be able to have too much of an ability to come down and save that flag, but we do have a lot of contesting over here onto B-Flag. Jansen is not going to be able to stay up, and finally cleaning it out, we'll be able to get onto C-Flag. But where's the rotations here onto Alpha?
Yeah, the Infused are kind of stuck once again between two flags here, not really making a decision on which one they're going to go for. Going to go for both. That's a 2-on-1 over A with Phantom and the rest of the ESC guys. But, you know, I don't like this from Infused. They need to be smart here, and it's not working well for them at all. They're just getting stuck in the middle here, and ESC have people in places that can just take that C flag whenever they want it.
Yeah, they are definitely looking pretty strong on it. We do have Zaylee, though, in a good position to hold off at least for a little bit. He's going to be able to delay this, and they did have some pressure here from Phantom and Bambi, but it wasn't going to be enough. And Zaylee, I think with the wise decision, backing up, he's going to allow his teammates to have spawns off on him. Oh my god, did you see that pre-nade? That was the most beautiful pre-nade I have ever seen in my life. Wow. And Doobie will be back up, and he's ready to have a little sneaky push onto Bravo flag. So right now, Infused is actually kind of just getting outplayed here.
Yeah, they are. They're just getting outplayed completely, outpositioned, everything. And this is why, this is the C flag in a nutshell. If someone has you up a balcony like this, it's hell on earth to try and get on there. And, you know, Exlo just sitting on that flag and making it his own. And this is going to be another wipe here. Is Infused Phantom goes down, and the only people left are people spawning in, and it's Hadouken, and that is the third person killed on the spawn here, and only Hadouken is far forward. He needs to be very smart here, because the rest of his team is so far away.
Yeah, and Hadouken will be back up. Really, I mean, such a bad position. Actually, Lagzer could potentially take him down. Doesn't. He is staying up, but that's going to be that Jansen knows, hey, there is going to be a push coming up. Actually, Jansen there potentially going to be taking him down. Oh, nice play there. Hadouken getting taken out, and that's going to be the only backgrades potential that they had. So now Infused going to be kind of stuck back here onto that Charlie flag. Once again, we do have Lagzer and Doobie both up in a really good position onto B flag. Jansen over here onto Statue. So 110 to 89, not the best start here for Infused, as we're definitely seeing ESC taking it to him here. And, you know, this is kind of surprising because gun to gun, we were seeing Infused really starting to heat up there.
Yeah, and this game is pretty close, really, if you look at the tickets. I mean, it is like 30 tickets or more for ESC, but nothing crazy right now. And, you know, Infused can do this. They just got to play smart. And right now you can see Jansen already making his way behind that A flag. I think Hadouken works out there's someone there. But they're just not holding on to these flags long enough. And that's where they're falling to pieces.
Yeah, we do have Hadouken back here onto that Alpha flag. Jansen still alive. We do have Doobie up in the center of the map. A C flag now going to be getting flashed over. Jansen finally making his move in. He'll be able to pick up one, but goes down. Now Doobie going to be back up here into mid. And this is going to allow him some really good positioning here to at least stall any kind of a push trying to come back out. Doobie, though, comes around the corner. Not going to be enough. Ends up getting taken out. We do have a two-man over here onto Bravo for ESC. And 172. Oh, nice play there from Lagzer. We'll be able to take down two players from Infused. Looking for that third there. Potentially could take him down.
Yeah, Infused need to break onto this B flag because right now they're just getting, because they never got that B flag, and there's a wipe. So right now Infused is just getting absolutely trashed by ESC, and they can't afford to let this happen to them. They need to get control of that B flag and then just rotate wherever they can. But right now, they're just getting stuck with one flags all the time and just being contained by ESC.
Yeah, not only that, but they're about to get triple capped here as we're seeing that alpha flag starting to go back over into their favor. XPLO still up onto that C side of the map. He's going to be on that high ground advantage as he will be able to spot out one. Finally goes down. That means that C flag will be returning for Infused right now. But the problem is like you said before, they've been stuck with these one flags every single time. And Lags are once again going to be able to catch out any kind of pushing coming in from mid. Bad going to be back up here onto Bravo flag. And ESC just really looking good. I mean, they're locking down the lanes that matter. I like the way that they're doing it. And not only that, but they're pivoting on that Bravo flag.
Yeah, and that's how you play this map. You pivot on that B flag wherever you can, and whenever you know you are softest target, you just send one guy out and then maybe send 2 to 3 to the other. And you can just leave one guy in that B flag. As long as he doesn't die, it's a free spawn in the center of the map, and you can just dictate where you want to go, and that's why it's such an important flag to own.
Yeah, absolutely. So we are going to be seeing, it looks like Infused all up, but a 4-man push coming into mid. Jansen there with a beautiful pick up there onto Statue. Can he make a second one over here onto the flank as Phantom's trying to stay alive with those nade spams? Not going to be able to do so. Nade did come in, did some damage, but not enough. We do have a 2-man push over here onto Alpha. Let's stick on here with Jansen as he's actually looking pretty darn good here. We'll be able to get the trade out there. And not the heads up, but once again, like we said before, it's leaving that one flag up, and that's all they have. ESC has been able to control this map the entire time. We do have a 2-man push coming in onto Bravo, though. Phantom leading the charge. And he could be able to clean this out. He will be able to get one, and Revo is going to be left up alive to get those reses. Doobie also going to be back up here. Nade spam going to be coming out for ESC. Goes down, and this is going to allow them to get that touch onto Bravo. So this is the chance here for, at the very least, for Infused to burn down probably around 30 or so tickets.
Yeah, they need to do a lot of damage in the dying moments of this game here. They do have that B flag, that's good. Finally they get it, but they need to start wiping out the ESC guys and just punishing them. Let's see how many tickets they can take away, but the problem for Infused is they have 5 tickets to play with and 2 guys just died. Make that 3 and everyone needs to be revived. ESC know this, and they are just running wild right now.
Yeah, and just, oh my god, Lags are right there with a clutch 2-piece with that FAMAS. Going to be able to take down Revo and Zaylee. And he's still going to be alive. C flag and Alpha both going to be getting contested. We have Xplo going to be able to take down Bambi, and that is it right there, guys, as we will be seeing that 2-flag advantage going over for ESC. And 77 tickets will be the ticket count for them to beat, and that's a fairly tall order. I mean, that's on up there. That is on up there with Gold Mud Railway and having that 90 ticket disadvantage.
Yeah, they've done remarkably well against Infused so far. And yeah, I really don't know what really to say for Infused. Revo come 1 for 10 really didn't help, but at the same time, the entire team just didn't really chip in as much as they did before, and they just couldn't get a foothold onto that B flag. And I think without that B flag, you really just kind of stuck getting contained the majority of the time.
And it also helps when Jansen goes 20-8 too. So, you know, he was definitely
he gets killed every so often.
He was beasting up within that match. Lags are also doing a great job with 15-8. So, yeah, they were getting the frags when it mattered, and they were really pushing Infused about the map. Infused was always on the back foot. They were always on the respawn, flipping those spawns, and they really could never get a foothold at any point in the game. Even when they did grab B at the very end, it very quickly went south, and we saw ESC really taking charge of that situation.
Yeah, it's very painful. Infused can do this. They just need the best start ever. They need to completely and utterly wipe out ESC here and get the free flag cap, and then just hold from B and pivot wherever they can. But ESC know how far ahead they are, and you kind of feel that the writing could be on the wall already.
Yeah, but then again, too, you know, ESC, they can't get too overconfident. You know, because Infused has proven that they can come back and they can win these matches. So really, ESC has to be on their guard up until the very last second, I would say, to clutch this out. Because, I mean, hey, this is no small prize that we are playing for here. This is the opportunity to qualify for the offline. This is the offline finals we're talking about here. 1 spot left. I mean, you do not want to mess this up.
Yeah, definitely. The chance to get to the most prestigious BF event in the world right now, and they need to go all out really here. They've gone as hard as they can for that B flag, and I think this is where it's dangerous, because ESC like to play deep on this flag, and it seems to be working quite well for them so far.
Well, right now it's going to be a 2-on-3 situation with a back rage coming in potentially here for Revo. Nice play there. We'll be able to pick up one. But and a second one there. Bad goes down, and that's going to open up that alpha flag very, very quickly. Where is the shift here onto that Bravo flag? Actually, only 2 players back up here for ESC. We are going to be seeing Doobie getting in. And takes a little bit of nade damage there, as we are going to be seeing him getting out, as that will be a stopped push. Explo will be back up here on the backside of Charlie Flag. Nice pick there on Phantom. And that's going to allow them to shift over here onto those Charlie Flags. Hadokens really needs to make this stop here, as he will be able to pick up one, but the respawns coming in could be too strong. Very low on health, and it's going to be a 1-on-2 situation. Doobie not going to be able to stay up and live. And we're actually seeing right now ESC kind of getting backed up into Bravo. Oh, look at that spawned statue, though.
Yeah. That statue spawn happens so much, and it's such an important one. It really breaks the back of any defense, and that is such a boom for ESC there, as they're going to take this AB hold now, and this is dangerous for Infused. They need to go on the offensive quick.
Yes, they do. They need to get that Bravo flag, I would say, right now, but they're not in any position really to pressure it. They only have 2 players back up in showroom floor, and with those barriers being down, it's going to be very hard to make any movement. And Lagzer does end up going down finally. So nice play there, but Jansen will be back up. He spots out some movement coming up through showroom floor. And we do have some nice plays coming in here. Doobie with a 2-piece pickup. Jansen here potentially. No, he ends up going down. And now Hadoken's going to be coming back up with those reses, so they're pressuring onto that Bravo flag. But I think that we're going to be seeing too many respawns coming in from ESC to reinforce this, that Infused might not be able to make the pickups on it.
Yeah, and the problem for Infused is that the previous round was so dominant that they have to play very, very aggressive just to get a chance to take it to another map, not win this, just to take it to another map. And right now ESC is just all over them and not giving them the chance. And this must be very demoralizing for Infused, because they know they don't have many tickets to work with at this point.
Oh, absolutely. 114 to 121. ESC's got to be smiling from ear to ear right now. All of Infused going to be spawning back over here to Charlie Flag. And yeah, we have everybody up for Infused right now. And just like you said, this is kind of an anticlimactic ending to a very, very good series so far. And we are going to be seeing Infused just getting completely backed up in the Charlie Flag. What was a great start is definitely turning into a terrible finish. 103 to 121. They're not quite able to get anything going on. We did see Baden taking out Hadokens right there into that mid push. Finally, Jansen going down, but Explo doing a great job of staying alive here onto the flank, and this is going to allow them to completely harass that alpha flag. And look at the shift coming over actually onto Charlie. It was stopped by Phantom, so that was a nice play there. But Explo has the potential to get onto that alpha flag. We have Jansen and Lagzer both going to be heading in over here, and that should be an easy 2-piece there. No, Jansen gets taken down. Lagzer will be back up, though. Hadokens with the pickup, but I think that Explo will be able to take him down, and he does. 93 tickets to 112. Only about 20 here left for Infused to make something happen out of it with that 2-flag bleed returning for ESC. I think that's all she wrote.
Yeah, it's very difficult right now for Infused. They need to just throw everything onto that B flag, get in there and just do what they can. But the problem is that ESC, like I said, are just really good on the defense, and they are entrenched on B, and they're just going out for kills now because they know how close this is.
Yeah, 83 to 110. All they have to do is just get, and that was actually almost a wipe there. That was a 4-man wipe, as we see Bambi spawning back behind Bravo flag. There's the GGs coming out as Hadokens already recognizes. But guys, this is not going to happen. 108-76. There you have it. As we will be seeing ESC moving on to the offline finals, as they definitely showed up today. They were beasting up. They only dropped 1 map the entire time. That was Dawnbreaker, the first map within this series. And I got to tell you what, they were looking strong the entire time.
Yeah, very, very strong performance from ESC. Kind of silencing a lot of their critics, I feel. And, you know, I think they're going to do... I think they could put